beautiful beaches, warm weather, fantastic food, talented entertainers and athletes. This country has so many resources we can earn from by sharing them with the world. I'm Adrian Atkinson and I'll be your guide through the pages of the magazine today, where tourism and sport will take the spotlight. Don't go anywhere as we explore Destination Jamaica.
Let's celebrate Jamaica to the world. Fastest man in the world. First Jamaican woman to win gold in Olympic 100-meter sprint. An upcoming global superstar. Mouth-watering meals. And a vibrant set of people. We are Jamaicans. Let's get together and bring back the love.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, March 14. The Grade 6 Achievement Test, GSAT, will go ahead as planned on March 22 and 23. Education Minister Senator Roel Reid makes the pronouncement in the wake of a third day of industrial action by teachers protesting government's wage offer. Minister Reid tells JIS News that there is no need to extend the date for GSAT as surveys done prior to the teachers' sick-out showed advanced preparation of the students.
So it will be incumbent on parents themselves to ensure that they guide the students for them to do their own revision as much as possible. We will also move to have some special workshops ahead of the exam next week to make sure we recondition our students and have them properly sensitized and ready for those exams.
The Education Minister says he doesn't anticipate any further industrial action next week to disrupt the GSAT exams, but assures that plans are in place if it happens.
We will be further alerted and put even more contingency in place to ensure that in the event that there is an industrial action next week, we would be able to conduct those exams using alternate resources.
In the meantime, an emergency conciliation meeting was held today with the Teachers Union and representatives from the Ministries of Labor, Education and Finance. Teachers have been disgruntled over the 16% four-year wage package and government's decision to disburse retroactive payments for financial year 2017-2018 this month end. An estimated 43,000 residents are expected to benefit directly from a new project designed to address the top threats to their survival, livelihood, and dignity. The Strengthening Human Resilience in Northern Clarendon and West Kingston program was launched on Monday. With support from the government and development partners, the program is being primarily funded by the United Nations Trust Fund for Human Security and a joint UN team to the tune of $6.5 million over 3 years.
This program will seek to bolster the resilience of individual women and men and their communities against these insecurities through enhanced governance, better water and sanitation, improved adaptation to climate change, and the promotion of sustainable livelihoods through innovative means such as social enterprises.
He says direct feedback from residents were factored into the initiatives that will be pursued under the program. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie, who is also Member of Parliament for West Kingston, has welcomed the intervention.
I'm looking forward to the fruits of these collaborations, particularly with regards to the economic security. This program will also enhance the institutional structure of local governance, not only in the targeted areas, but also in the wider parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew and Clarendon.
Finance Minister Audley Shaw yesterday tabled the second supplementary estimates of expenditure for the 2017-2018 financial year in the House of Representatives. It revises the current budget upwards from $805.4 billion to $815.2 billion. Recurrent expenses are revised from $515.4 billion to $523.8 billion, while development spending has moved from $290 to $291.4 billion. The new estimates were referred to the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee for review today and will next be considered by the Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives. Technology Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley has announced that the review of the 2015 Cybercrimes Act will be undertaken shortly. The legislation incorporates offenses relating to computer fraud, unauthorized disclosure of investigation, and the use of computers for malicious communication.
Because as the technology evolves, the Act must evolve as well to be able to capture technology as it is. For the Act to be relevant, the Act must evolve with the technology as the technology evolves.
In regards to the Data Protection Bill, which is currently before a joint select committee of Parliament, Minister Wheatley says it was motivated by the need to promote public confidence in safely utilizing information and communications technology for social and economic development.
As a government, we have to, and knowing where the world is trending, we have to raise the level of confidence and provide that legislative framework that will offer our citizens that level of protection so that they can go about utilizing technology with confidence.
The minister was addressing the Cybersecurity and Legal Implications event hosted by SOMO International Limited at the Courtly Auditorium recently. 27 high school girls have been awarded the Girls in STEM Award. The award was created by the Bureau of Gender Affairs to acknowledge the achievements of high school girls who display outstanding performances in any subject area in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
I know you have been working very hard to break the glass ceiling to accomplish your dreams. Similar to Elisa Milano, who started the hashtag #MeToo and woke up the next day to find more than 30,000 people using the Me Too. You too can use your voices and work in STEM to encourage other women and girls to debunk the stereotypes and fulfill your dreams.
The minister was speaking at the recent International Women's Day Symposium organized by the Bureau and held at the National Indoor Sports Center in Kingston. The awardees will participate in a short course during summer at the University of Technology. There, they will be instructed in spatial skills, computer-aided design, 3D printing, mechatronics, and simple modeling techniques. 23 additional awards will be given to selected participants during the summer training program. And finally, applications are now being accepted for the Housing, Opportunity, Productivity, and Employment HOPE Youth Summer Work Program. It is being coordinated by the Heart Trust NTA and aims to reach 14,000 young people ages 17 to 29. Speaking at a JIS think tank on Tuesday, Director of Communication and Marketing at NYS Heart Trust NTA, Julia Smiley Green, said job placements would be rotated on a 3-week basis between June and August.
So at the beginning of the program, each potential participant will be required to undergo an orientation period that will have them trained in key employability skills that will help to make them more rounded individuals and also make them more employable.
Applications will be accepted up to April 13. Forms can be downloaded from the Heart Trust and NYS websites and should be dropped off at any Heart, NYS, or JFLL offices island-wide. Persons are also required to submit supporting documents such as their TRN, NIS, voter or school ID, and qualifications, if any, along with a copy of their resume and birth certificate. For further information, contact the NYS at 754-9816-8 or email nationalyouthservice@gmail.com. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash no paper, no dash no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
the island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
Last year, over 4 million tourists touched down in JA, depositing an estimated $3 billion into our economy. Just last week, Jamaica was named the best destination for adventure tourism by the Pacific Area Travel Writers Association. Things are going in the tourism sector. The ministry has been allocated $11.5 billion in the 2018-2019 financial year to continue the work. Here's how they plan to use it.
The budget as presented today reflects, Chairman, an increase of $2.8 billion over last year.
In fact, the Ministry of Tourism is projecting to spend just over $11.5 billion in the next financial year. The allocation covers massive transformational projects, which include the realization of a pension plan for tourism workers, as well as the renovation of the island's mineral baths.
The objective, of course, is to engage new markets, to undertake new airlift arrangements to facilitate that travel.
And so there will be increased pursuits to promote Destination Jamaica to local and international clients. To do this, the ministry's premier multimedia advertising program will continue to pitch Brand Jamaica to prospective tourists with a $2.8 billion allocation. This advertising, targeted at strategic towns and cities across the globe, will complement the work of the country's flagship tourism promotional entities, the Jamaica Tourist Board and Jamaica Vacations Limited. The image of the island's tourism sector will also be strengthened through two public relations interventions. $10.8 million will finance a program to promote tourism at home and overseas. Another $83 million expenditure is set to ensure the efficient flow of critical information among ministry stakeholders.
The budget is structured to enable a greater emphasis on the supply side of the tourism equation. This budget is being geared to build capacity, to enable more human development so that we can provide more creative and innovative products.
As such, the Tourism Enhancement Fund TEF is to undergo restructuring to include an innovation division. To do this and more, the fund will spend $4 billion. Several strategic projects are to be rolled out, including the construction of 2 artisan villages and providing loan support to small and medium-sized entities. The allocation also covers upgrading works to road and streetscaping in resort towns, regularizing squatter settlements in these areas, and enhancing public beaches, parks, and natural attractions. Advancing the work of the Tourism Linkages Network, the ministry's shovel-ready program to entice investors, and improving human capital in the sector are also on the 2018-19 agenda. In the new financial year, the Tourism Product Development Company TPDCO will also be conducting several projects to improve the infrastructure within resort areas. Work on the Negril Stadium and Montego Bay Airport roundabout are among the initiatives planned from an $897 million allocation. In addition, the Tourism Ministry will be putting major focus on product quality support. $499.6 million will be spent to facilitate the processing of licenses for all tourism entities through a process of consultation and recommendation for improvements to their operation.
In keeping with the 5x5x5 is to drive arrivals this year by 8% to get to 4.8 million, just 200,000 shy of the 5 million target that we set to be achieved in 2021, and to realize $3.2 billion.
The Ministry of Tourism, creating unique experiences that will transform the country's landscape, talents of its people and vibrant culture into opportunities for a better Jamaica.
Prevent overfishing, give our marine resources room to replenish, protect valuable marine species from extinction. Fish sanctuaries have been created to do just that. These designated protected areas for fish and other marine life help to breed, grow, and maintain a healthy population. No one is allowed in a fish sanctuary. It is illegal. Offenders will be arrested and their fishing equipment and catch confiscated. Allowing our marine and seafood population to grow means more catch later and food security for all.
Up next, a visit to the Blue and John Crow Mountains as we discover how residents are building businesses around the natural and cultural resources of the area. They're attracting locals and foreigners to the World Heritage Site.
Located on the eastern end of the island within the preservation zone of the Blue and John Crow Mountains National Park and Forest Reserve is the Blue and John Crow Mountains World Heritage Site. It was inscribed on the UNESCO's prestigious World Heritage List in 2015, making it Jamaica's first World Heritage Site. Now Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport Olivia Grange has begun a series of stakeholder sessions to enlighten residents on ways they can earn from living in such a historical and culturally rich space.
This effort is to ensure that Jamaica benefits economically from this international designation. The history and current reality of the communities of the Blue and John Crow Mountains point to the need for new and creative approaches founded on the cross-cutting nature of culture and the economic value that must be placed on the products and services created and lived, and I quote, lived within these communities. Much of what we must create and market to the rest of Jamaica, the Caribbean and the world are in fact the lived heritage of a people.
The aim, therefore, is to unearth business opportunities, enable job creation, and find more ways to earn an income. The overall initiative is being executed by the Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust, JCDT, which manages the World Heritage Site.
One of the benefits of being a World Heritage Site is that there are a lot of tourism opportunities, heritage tourism opportunities, and that is the way that the tourism industry is going nowadays. Yes, people want to go on the beach a little bit, but they don't want to spend their whole vacation there. They want to experience natural heritage, cultural heritage, and experience community life. And so we are using the opportunity of this workshop as well as a series that will be going on through the next several months to work with communities to develop what these economic opportunities will be. They have to be economic activities that will not damage or degrade the natural heritage. They need to be environmentally friendly. They should focus on whatever cultural resources are there in the community already and build on those.
You can also contemplate community-based products. We're looking at developing artisan villages, and artisan villages can become attractions. What an artisan village? They come to see you sitting down making the drum. They can sit beside you, help you knock in a nail. That's part of the experience. They come and they see the potter in the room working on his thing. So the artisan villages seeing artisans at work, not just people selling products that have been imported.
Among the communities being targeted are Accompong, Moortown, Scotts Hall and Charlestown. One resident who lives in the Blue and John Crow Mountain area attests how his community has already been able to achieve economic gains.
We write to EFJ for a project to open the Kunu Kunu Pass Trail, which is one of the oldest trails in Jamaica with a lot of history. Now we got the funding and we opened the Kunu Kunu Pass Trail, which with an intention that we will achieve visitor to the Kunu Pass Trail. We look and see what we had. We look at the forest. We see the beautiful forest. We know all the things that we had in the forest. So we said we could put it to economic use. So we started and we built a cabin, and the visitors started to come in using the trail. And so we prolonged. We got another grant from smaller grant, and we planted 10 acres of reforestation. We moved from 1 cabin to 5 cabins. We can house 30 guests at Ambassador now. So we moved from from farming to ecotourism.
Amazing, isn't it? It's with the goal of creating more stories like this why the ministry and its partners are investing in engaging and educating residents who live in and around the Blue and John Crow Mountains.
This is Jamaica's first World Heritage inscription and the only mixed site in the Caribbean. This is not an achievement to be taken lightly.
We are ready in this ministry to work closely with these communities to provide mentorship and other support mechanisms aimed at strengthening these events, certainly in the area of management and organization. We also intend to partner with our tourism experts and JBDC to deal with product development and sales, marketing and promotion internationally, as also with the Ministry of Local Government and National Works Agency to treat with access to these communities.
For more information, contact the Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust at 960-2848-9 or send an email to jamaicaconservation@gmail.com. You can also visit blueandjohncrowmountains.org and click on Community Tourism Opportunities.
So here are the facts.
7 out of 10 Jamaicans die from a non-communicable disease.
Because we love our people and we want them to live better quality lives,
we, the Ministry of Health and our partners, are launching Jamaica Moves.
Jamaica Moves is a call to action to prevent non-communicable diseases.
By educating and encouraging Jamaicans to be active,
eat healthy,
and start living 30 minutes at a time.
Because 30 minutes of physical activity each day,
along with proper nutrition, can go a long way.
To prevent your risk from developing certain NCDs such as diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and certain cancers.
And remember, it's life we're promoting. That's why you see me going hard right now.
I'm all about living.
So help us take this first step towards a healthier Jamaica so you can enjoy more moments, more memories, more life.
The Ministry of Health's Jamaica Moves program aims to bring awareness to the urgent need for citizens to practice healthier lifestyles. Watch now as one church yields to the call.
The Uwimona Bowl came alive with Ready, Set, Sweat was organized by the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God to promote health and wellness, heeding the Ministry of Health's call for better nutrition and more active lifestyle. Members of the church and the wider public were invited to take part in the day's offerings.
We have a lot of things. We have Sagicor here doing a lot of tests, free of course. We have the Heart Foundation, we're doing the BMIs. Everything is going to be massive today.
It's all about movements, getting fit and staying healthy. But not only that, the UCKG organizers of the event partnered with the National Blood Transfusion Service, also known as the Blood Bank, to give back. Scores of persons turned out to give the gift of life, and Eagle Allen, blood donor organizer, couldn't be happier.
We at the National Blood Transfusion Service only meet about 50% of the demand.
So any opportunity that presents itself that will better help Jamaicans, we welcome it. And we commend them on this for reaching out to us, and we hope that other entities follow suit.
Let's not forget the cheerful givers.
So is this your first time giving blood, and how was it?
No, it's not my first time, but it's a pleasure to help to save lives.
Why did you decide to give blood today?
Because I wanted to help others that needed it, because there's a lot of people that needed blood. If we just come together and just donate to others, then we can help the better society.
And if you think aerobics was the only form of exercise for the day, think again. Persons worked out on the bicycle, the treadmill, and check out the strength training, weightlifting, and even juggling football. It's said that Jamaicans are not getting the required amount of physical activity or nutrition in their daily routine to maintain healthy lives. Dion Keynes from the Ministry of Health shared some pointers.
Results of the screenings done here today, for example, the weight checks, the blood pressure checks, the blood sugar checks, those can reveal some very important things. And what it can indicate is that Jamaicans actually need to be more physically active. Just moderate exercise of 30 minutes or more per day can actually help to control your blood sugar and help to reduce your blood cholesterol and help you to control your weight better. So it reduces your risk of many diseases like heart disease, hypertension, or even some cancers. And I just want to urge persons to get checked, get their screenings done. If you cannot afford to see a private doctor, then use the services of the government health clinics.
And what of seeking medical advice via the internet?
The internet does offer a lot of information in regards to health issues. However, one has to make sure you do check reputable sites, and these information should not be used to make your own diagnosis and administer your own treatment. All persons are encouraged to seek the counsel of their medical doctor on all medical issues.
Beyond the various health checks, booths at Ready, Set, Sweat also offered hair care, wellness, and fitness services. And for your closing advice,
don't pay attention to the body, which is the temple where your spirit resides. And we have a duty to protect it. And we protect the body by paying attention to what you put in your mouth. Because if you don't pay attention to that, you're going to be the richest man in the graveyard by drinking all these acid-forming foods.
Now remember, stay fit, keep healthy, and take it 1 pound at a time.
Did you know that conflict resolution is one of the life skills being taught through the HOPE program? No? Well, the initiative is not only training unattached youth for the workplace, but for life. Healthy self-esteem, critical thinking, self-deportment, social etiquette, and healthy lifestyle practices are some of the skills the program seeks to enhance in the participants. The aim is to help them become better versions of themselves, able to positively impact the country and the world. The Housing Opportunity Production and Employment Program, giving hope to Jamaica's youth. That's all for this edition of Jamaica Magazine, but the journey does not end here. Watch this and other editions of the show online. Just visit our website or check out our YouTube channel. As usual, your feedback is always welcomed. Send us an email or drop us a line on our social media pages. I am Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.